What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about AMC today. I know you missed me in the live stream this morning because the live stream just didn't work. My internet wasn't working. It's kind of working right now. It's working fast enough so that things can actually load up. And I don't know about streaming or anything like that. It seemed like TikTok worked fine. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, I will be live on TikTok every morning as well. So if YouTube doesn't work, then you check TikTok and see if I am live over there. So follow me. The link will be down in the description for both of my TikTok channels, which is the the golf one and also the finance one. So go ahead and check both of those out. But let's talk about AMC in this video. Before we start, hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I know a lot of people don't get notified. I just hope that if you watch enough videos, you'll get notified. But let's look at AMC. So today we're going to look at what happened in the day, right? We did see a little bit more volume as of, right now, compared to yesterday. Right now we're at 33 million shares, which is not a crazy amount at all, but it is a decent amount. It's an okay amount. We would have loved to see this in the beginning of all of this happening because I believe it was somewhere around like less than 10 million we were seeing at times. The battle of 801, we were seeing really low volumes with AMC. And then we started to see crazy high volumes with AMC after we started to really increase to 15 to 20 to 30, all of that stuff. But you can see here, we opened up at $36.30. We did decrease, have a little bit of a V-shaped recovery. I was watching it and waiting for this to continue to rise. I was hoping we were going to see slow, steady rise throughout the day. It did end up stair-stepping kind of on the way down, creating a brand new low of 35.64, which is the low of the day. Now, as you got to that point, it did start to increase where I was like, all right, well, now this is where it's going to make its move. Seeing this resistance point, I did say, okay, well, it may resist at this point right here. And that's exactly what it did. It resisted, fell back down to a support level. And then we started to see that skyrocket based on mainly some FOMO buying that was going into it. A little bit of covering of some of the shorts that they have to cover. But I would imagine that we're seeing more on the lines of them shorting than actually covering the shorts. You could see here, it got to $37.65 to where it did end up resisting hard from. That this was a level of shorting saying, hey, look, we can't let it get above certain levels because if it does, then it creates a bunch of FOMO buying where people get really excited at the end of the day and need to get into the position. If you have too much positivity at the end of the day, you probably know better than anybody that you'll see a lot of people look to buy things at the end of the day, FOMO buying, look to get something quick or a quick gainer out of it. And you could see it got to $37.65, started to decrease down here, started to really pull back past other levels of resistance and support levels. And you could see how it starts to consolidate. Hopefully we could see a little bit of positivity and get up to this point right here around $37 and just break above where it did open. And the previous close was at 37.06. So if we can break above that level, you could see this resistance point here is 37.06. It doesn't want to break above the previous close because they don't want us to break above the previous close. Anything red just makes it look great for them and it looks horrible for us, right? And a lot of people, you have a bunch of people that end up panicking because it's a red day, another red day in a row, and another red day in a row, right? So we're seeing that consolidation. As you can see, I'm still holding my 900 shares. I'm not letting go of that. Currently at 33 million shares. Now let's 33 million shares of volume. Let's look at some of the detail for for Ortex and Fintel. You could see that they borrowed 5 million shares today, basically increase of 3%, short interest change. You could see the borrow change was 3.49 million of a surplus in shares that were borrowed. You could see here that the short interest of free float increased and it's up to 21%. Instead of being at 20%, 19%, 18% like it was in the past, it's at 21%, 108 million shorted shares. The shares on loan is around 113 million and and utilization is around 85. So that's definitely good for us. We obviously want to see this whole thing play out already, but the stronger this thing gets, the more that they end up shorting, the bigger it gets, and the more money that we can potentially make because of the fact that they are shorting it a heavy amount, and the increased FOMO buying, the covering the shorts, the not being able to cover those shorts without any of those shares. That's going to all factor into it. It's going to be a pretty big movement, a pretty big situation for them. We can also look at some of the short interest numbers. What's crazy is actually, I think there's an update to here. Oh, so there's an update with some of this information. They actually give you dark pool short volume. That's definitely an interesting update. Please let me know if you know all about that. I have to read into all of this. Number of shorter shares traded on dark pools reported by FINRA. So they actually have some information here that will give you dark pool trading, and dark pool volume, dark pool short volume ratio is 51% versus every other day. Look at this. Hold up. This is interesting. So from the 5th, the 4th, the 1st, the 30th, the 29th. So FINRA adds this data, and you're seeing here 51%, 57%, 55%, 59, 38, 38, 52, 55, 57. If they're actually showing this information here, and we have to basically validate this information and just check it out, this is definitely interesting. I want to know your take on what this is all about, because this is my first time seeing this. I don't know if they made this update today, but I need to get a full explanation of what's going on here, and whether I look into it and hopefully have some time to look into it, or you already have sources that looked into it, some blogs, some Reddit posts, whatever. Let me know in the comment section below, because this is definitely interesting, seeing FINRA dark pool short volume to literally come out and talk about that and know that's of interest. Maybe that's a way of getting people to FinTel, or maybe it's a way of them misreporting numbers. I don't know, because people didn't believe in FinTel and where that was at. So anyways, what you're seeing here is obviously short volume ratio end up increasing, staying at that 50% range. And you see that they're continuing to short this thing, continuing to fight this thing, even though they don't have any type of leverage. The only leverage they do have is the factor of time. They have money, so it gives them more time. We don't want to wait that time. We don't want to sit here and lose all of our money. There's a lot of people that are just like, look, if I lose everything, I lose everything. Right now, if I lose everything but $6,000, I would basically break even, right? I was at a point to where everything that I invested in there was all, fun money, right? It was all gravy. And that's what I want to get to eventually, is literally just sit to a point and be like, look, I don't care what the hell you guys do. I'm holding on to this position as long as physically possible, type of deal. I want to be able to gain a lot out of it. I want to be able to become wealthy from one position, and that's just the way that I feel. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way as well. So anyways, that's what we had for you guys today. Let me know about the FINRA dark pool volume and all that stuff, and if you guys have any type of insight to that. But right now we are down around 1%, and it's really consolidating. So hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Definitely go and check out some of my other channels. The Matt Reacts channel, the MP Shorts channel, the golf channel, my TikToks, all of that stuff, because I have a lot of content across the internet, and I would love to be able to grow all of these platforms to something bigger. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the